Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah.
You also brought up Devon Larratt. You know, I know he's the champ of the 115s right now. I also know he's walking around a lot heavier, and he's been kind of going after the super heavies. But you, being 18 and being a phenom and all, how long does it take for you to go after that mountain, being Devon Larratt? How long do you need in this sport to really give him a match?
That's a good question. I think it might take me maybe like a maximum of 2 years, something like that, because as I progress, the progression gets slower and slower. So it takes me a longer time to, even lift my max weights to get like a little bit stronger. It takes me maybe probably like 3 months to get a little bit stronger. So it would take me probably 2 years to give Devon a good match. Of course, if Devon like continues the way that he is, like to continue being as strong as he is right now, it would definitely take me like 2 years, and it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to, and I really hope that Devon stays in the position that he is right now, so I have a chance to arm wrestle with him, because it would be an honor, of course, to arm wrestle with someone like him.
Just say you get a phone call tomorrow, and it's somebody calling for Devon's camp, and they say they want you to go up in the next month against Devon. I know you have WAF, and I know you've been training and really focusing in on that. But if you got an opportunity like that, I know you said you need 2 years. Would you jump on that opportunity now, or would you put that off and say I need more time?
That's a tough question. I would love to do something like that, but I have to go to Worlds. Worlds is just something that you can't miss, especially when it's like respected here in Croatia. Having a world title here is really, really good. And I'm a I don't know how to say it like correctly in English, but I'm a first class of a sportsman in Croatia here, and that's like the highest class that you can be here, and you have a lot of privileges, when it comes to school and all that stuff, and that's really important to me. So I would definitely have to go to Worlds, but it would be something that I would be like I would feel bad for missing out on that opportunity.
Now, you said Worlds and all. We all hear that Bacho is going to be there. Is there a chance that you guys could be meeting up, or not really, because you're at a higher weight class as of right now?
Well, I was actually planning on not going to the youth class this time, just because it's going to be so much more difficult to be good at youth and then stay fresh for seniors, and seniors are more important for me as of right now. So I get a plus when you look at like me and Bacho not having a match, so it's much more interesting when we actually have a super match. And I get a plus where I don't, get hurt or get kind of pumped up or whatever for seniors. So I can have a better performance there. So I will probably not be going to the youth class this year on Worlds.
On the Worlds with the youth class, what is the age cutoff? Is it 18 years old? This would have been your last year to be able to compete on that?
It's until 23 years old. That's a youth class. The juniors are till 18. And the sub juniors are till 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and then seniors, when can you start seniors?
Whenever you want. Whenever you want.
Okay, so right now your titles are in juniors, and
yeah.
Okay, and then where else do you have titles?
Juniors, youth, and seniors as well.
Wow, everything. Okay, so what's the weight class you're going after this year at seniors?
110 kilos. The same like I was at Europeans.
Okay, so I know you're probably, scoping out who the possible competition is and all. Who's on your radar do you expect to come across that day in the 110 kilogram class? That got you a little nervous.
On the left arm, I really don't fear anyone. Maybe if the Turkish, oh my God, what's his name? The Turkish guy, I forgot his name, but he's way heavier now, so I don't expect him to come to my weight class.
Was
But
he in East versus West?
yeah, he was on East West versus he was against one Kazakh guy.
F.E. Komek?
Yeah, Effie, but he's way heavier now. I think he's like at 120 kilos, so I don't think he will be competing at my class. Well, on the left arm, I really don't fear anyone because my left is pretty good, and I think I have a good chance.
Hold on, I just want to throw this out there, Engen. If you're listening, man, you just heard it. He's got a little. F.A. Komek is on his radar with that left arm, so we might want to tell F.A. Lose a little weight, man. It could be a possible
No, he
supermax.
doesn't. No, he doesn't need to lose weight. I don't have problems with weight at all.
Look at this guy. He's that's what it's about, bro. I like that, man. You're willing to pull any weight. You don't make people cut or anything. That's gangster, bro. I like that.
But on the right arm, there's definitely a few guys. First being, of course, Sandris. He is a pretty big threat, in my opinion, and Getalo as well. He's a Kazakh puller, really good in the hook. And who else?
So Sanders is definitely going there. He's confirmed he'll be there in that 110 kilogram.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's probably going to happen that day. I want to check that one out. That's going to be some crazy. I could see you two in the finals for real. So what happens, bro? You go, you make it to the finals. Sanders makes it to the finals. Who walks away the champion that day?
This guy.
Oh yeah. I like the confidence, bro. I like that. You didn't even hesitate. I like that.
Of course.
So, is there anybody else on the list that could possibly show up that could be a risk to you at the right arm or left arm? And it sounds like you're more confident with the left. It sounds like you seem like your left is your bread and butter. Is that true?
Yeah, I had better performances on my left arm just because I think other people's left arm is usually weaker. But my left arm is actually almost the same as my right arm. My left wrist might be just a tad bit weaker than my right, so that's why I'm like really confident with the left hand. But I don't really see anyone else showing up. Maybe a few guys from youth might come to the 110 kilo class. But as long as it's not Bacho, I don't have anything to fear. And one more guy, I keep forgetting his name, or I actually mispronounce his name. So it's Deir, something like that. Deir Roman. He's an amazing Kazakh puller from the youth class as well. We pulled in juniors last year, and he gave me a war really in the finals. And he might be actually showing up as well at the 110 kilo class. So that's someone as well that I'm looking out for.
Who would you say is the top country as far as producing top champions, world champions? Is it Kazakhstan? I hear a lot of talk about Kazakhstan and that they're always producing so many champions. And then I hear that the champions don't last long there because there's so much competition coming up behind them.
That could be true. I think Kazakhstan and Russia can't compete right now. But before, they were definitely the two leading nations when it comes to producing the highest quality of arm wrestlers, when it comes to just pure strength and maybe technical ability as well, and world champions. So Russia, Kazakhstan, and who else? I don't really know. Only those are the two leading nations for sure.
I would have to say probably Georgia's up there too, man, because Georgia's got a lot of killers too.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I forgot about Georgia completely.
What are they doing different in those countries? Is it where are they starting off earlier? Do they have more organized schools for arm wrestling? Like what makes them stand out?
I think it's definitely a combination of all of those things. So it's starting off earlier, better training regime, better coaches, more motivating surroundings. You're constantly surrounded by people who want to do better, who want to be better, who want to be stronger, who are always like trying to find new and innovative ways to be better and stronger. So when you're surrounded by people like that, you will definitely be more motivated yourself. And I think that's one of the reasons that they might be doing the best. And I think another reason is that sport, arm wrestling, is probably well respected in their country, and they have some kind of financial support from the country, and that's definitely a big motivator as well for all sports.